Welcome back, everyone. This is MandoAllDay, back with another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Batman vs. Hush. This is the 2-pack version. So, as always, we're going to be taking a look at the figure itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth your purchase or not. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to support the channel, to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So, let's take a look at the box. This is the front of the box looks like. The side. The back, which I like the back, looks pretty cool. The other side, top, and bottom. Alright, now let's take a look at the figures with the accessories. As always, they do come with a card, so the front of the card looks like for Hush. The back of the card. The front of the card for Batman. The back of the card. It does come with 2 regular stands that they're on. It does come with this cool little base here. You can set them on too. You can see the stand right there. And again, very simple, clean looking design. Not much to it. It's a lot of texture material. It is a pretty thin base, so keep that in mind. But there's not much going on. It's obviously gray with a little bit of... Looks like it's kind of like a bronze color look to it, as you guys can see on this base. So, not much to it. Well, I think the best thing about it is this little slot right here, because you can put this right here. Look at that. Here lies Jason Todd. I like that. There's the back of it. And all you do is a little slot right there. You put it in there, just like so, and boom. You have that. It does come with a shovel. Not much to the shuffle. Silver with a little bit of that same kind of copper, like a brown to it, and it has like a regular handle. And it does come with 2 regular silver batarangs. Not much to it. Oops. Again, very simple, clean looking batarangs. Again, very basic batarangs. Alright, now let's take a look at the figures itself. And we'll start off with Batman. So Batman's... In terms of the head sculpture, I think it looks really, really cool. I like the head sculpture. It's very clean. Again, very clean, simple design. Batman, that grin on his mouth. It's a cool... I like the mouth, the design of the mouth of the sculpture. The paint's good, but there's not much to it. Of course, white eyes. You know me. I'm a sucker for white eyes. And apart from that, it looks clean, simple. Unfortunately, mine did come paint chipped. You can see that right there. It's unfortunate, but it's all good. And in terms of the hair articulation, it's a little different because it's just one solid piece. You can see that right there. Hopefully my camera can pick it up. There you go. So it doesn't just move the head. It's a whole entire like neck, which I'm kind of about it. Well, I mean, up and down is there. Left and right is there. But it's always going to have that head tilted. Any way you tilt it, even if it's always going to have a head tilted. So keep that in mind. But... in terms of the paint, again, it's mediocre, nothing crazy. Same with the sculpture. And articulation's good, though. Now, in terms of the arm articulation, elbow's good. Bicep, good. Wrist, if I can move it. This is a very stiff figure right now. There you go. Come on. I know you want to move. Well, there you go. So articulation on the hands and biceps and shoulders is good. Oh, shoulders, good. So in terms of the articulation of the arm, it's good. In terms of the, well, let's take a look at the torso articulation. It's okay. So in terms of the articulation, in terms of the paint on the arms, again, very simple, clean looking Batman. Not much to it going on. I do like that Batman logo on his chest. Again, but it's not much to it. The gauntlets are very clean, simple design. In terms of the torso, it's okay. The cape is really cool, dude. I really like the cape. Again, not much to it. I do like how it kind of bends in here. I'm not too sure if this is by design, which I think it is, because even in the picture, you can see right there, it kind of goes in right there. So I'm assuming it kind of goes like this type of thing, which I like that. Again, it gives it an extra look to it. But apart from that, the upper body, not much to it going on. Again, I don't hate it. It's just kind of plain. It's like, okay, it's cool. You know what I mean? Not much going on. Let's take a look at the utility belt. Very simple, clean design. Again, one solid piece. I wish the buttons had a different color, maybe like black to make it stand out more. But it is what it is. Leg articulation, good. Knees, good. Ankles, good. Toes, good. And again, very similar to the upper body, same thing with the legs. Not much going on. The legs do have a little bit of gloss to it, if you can see it right there on the camera. But apart from that, the boots, again, not much going on. Very clean, basic design Batman. But man, that's how it looks like in the comic of the Hush. So overall, in terms of this figure itself, I say it's okay. Again, there's not much going on. I know some people are going to probably thumb down this video because I'm hating on it because it's the Hush Batman version of it. And look, you can hate me as much as you want, man. But I'd rather be hated because I'm honest than loved because I'm fake. And to me, it's a cool figure, but nothing really pops for me. Like, none of it, nothing for this particular figure doesn't stand out like, holy crap, this is really, really cool. It just looks cool. Articulation is good, though, overall. The paint, again, paint job is good and clean, but not much to it. So, to me, the figure in general, overall it's okay. Like, not a big fan of it. But also, I don't hate it as well, too. Now, let's take a look at... There you go. Now, let's take a look at the other figure, aka Hush. Alright, so right off the bat, the head sculpture on this one is really, really cool. This is where it stands out. Compared to Batman, in terms of the mouth, and I'll show you guys up close, you can see what I mean. But this head sculpture is very good. Just look at all that detail. And it has that weird material on his head too. But that detail, that white eyes. Head articulation is good, left and right, up and down, very good. What really looks good is that mouth. Look at the teeth, though. The teeth look very good. The paint job on his mouth looked very, very good. You can see a little bit of the jacket there. Also his necklace. Now, if you look at the teeth there, all right, you can see it right there perfectly. It looks clean, very detailed. Compared to this one, which just looks kind of like, eh. You see what I mean? It's like the old saying. It's the little things that make a difference. It's those little things like that, like the mouthpiece, like compared to this, that makes it different. And to me, that's where Hush stands out in terms of the head. It looks very, very detailed on the mouth. So, articulation's good. The paint job, again, very solid, you know, in terms of the head. One solid paint, but the mouth looks very good. In the eyes, I'm a sucker for white eyes. It looks good. Let's take a look at the shoulder articulation. Good. Bicep, good. Elbows, good. Wrist. They do articulate. There we go. Good. So, in terms of the articulation of the arms, they're both good. Now, this is where I have an issue with this figure. It's not really an issue, but it's just... Again, I'm going to get hated on this video, I have a feeling, because I like the figure. And I'm kind of skipping up a little bit because... Well, let's just go with it. So, in terms of torso articulation, not really existent. Leg articulation, okay, sorry, good. Knees, good. Ankles, good. Toes, good. Now, in terms of the leg design, I do like the leg. It has like a weird leather look to, textured feel to it. The boot design is very, very cool. I really dig it. I really like the design. Looks very good. Also, 2 even on the shoes. Again, look cool, look clean. I don't think, no, you can't remove this. I remember someone posted online. They removed it, and you can't remove it. But overall, clean looking design in terms of Hush. Now, what I was going to say is this. In terms of the overall sculpture, it's an okay figure. I like Hush. I like the storyline. It's a really good storyline. If you've not read the Hush storyline, highly recommend getting in and reading it. It's really, really good. And I do like the character of Hush. But I will say, though, in terms of this sculpture, I'm a bit disappointed because there's not much going on. Because mainly it's just one solid color. 2, technically, the hands. But if you really look at it, like, the jacket looks cool, but that's pretty much it. And I wish this one had something where you can actually remove maybe the cape or just the front of it. And you can see almost inside. Cause look, you can see a little bit of detail on his chest. And it looks cool. Like, I want to see more of it, but it doesn't remove. And so, again, it's just one solid piece there. There is some bit of a design in terms of the jacket. And again, I like it. I appreciate that. And the detail on the jacket. It looks cool, but to me, like, it's just one solid piece. And it's just kind of like, like, if you put this compared to any other villains on the DC Multiverse, this will be easily overshadowed. Because again, it's a cool figure. I mean, I like the character, but to me, it's kind of whatever. I wish there was more to it. I wish he could, again, maybe take off the button and you can see more of the upper body. That would have been really cool. I believe they made another version of this one via, I can't remember it, but I'll post a picture of the other toy. And to me, I think the other toy had more detail. Because this one, again, it just has a jacket and that's it. And that, to me, is a bit disappointing. I don't hate the figure. I'm just kind of like, I guess. Like, I like it. I'm glad it's, you know, they created this character for the DC Multiverse, but it's kind of a letdown because it's very plain, and I wish there's something more to it. And also, too, the color of it is different. Notice this color compared to the box, which you can see it's kind of like darker brown. It's almost like a light, I don't even know, like a light brownish type of color. But anyways, so overall, in terms of this figure itself, it's cool. It's honestly, it's just whatever. Like, I'm glad they made one, but to be honest, it's a bit of a letdown. The head sculpture is, again, the highlight of this, and it looks good, and the detail in the mouth. But other than that, again, you see for yourself. You can't really see the legs until you actually open him. Then you can see more design. But again, you have to, like, configure. And I don't think anyone's going to pose them like this in some way. People are going to pose them certain ways like this, right? And you can't really see much to it. See what I mean? It's cool, but I don't know. That's just me. And again, I'm sure I offended a lot of people. People are going to hate on me, but hey, that's just my honest opinion. Now, the question is this worth your purchase? For me, I think $40 is a fair price. It's one of those, if you liked it, if you like the storyline and you want to have a set figures for that particular storyline, I think get it. But for $40, I personally wouldn't recommend rushing out to go get it for $40. I say that because you can find this on sale for $30, and that's what I pay for. And I think for $30, I think it's a good deal for $30. But for $40, to me, it's more of like, you know what, just wait for a sale. And again, I got it for $30, and I think you can still buy it for $30. And I got it for $30. So to me, for $30, I think it's a really good deal for $30. For $40, it's just retail. It's like, okay, cool, whatever. If that makes any sense. I'm hoping it does. But to me, for $30, what I pay for $30, I really dig it for $30. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me on this figure? Do you plan on purchasing these figures? Or would you purchase these figures? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to support the channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So it concludes an overview of Batman and Hush, the 2-pack, and on to the next one.